Hello and welcome to Preston Builds and the first city update in a very long time. So a lot of the previous content on the channel had been focusing on the Ninjago area, but it's good to be back with another city update, and let me tell you, a lot has changed in the city. But firstly, I'd like to start off with some very bad news. Cue sad music. Unfortunately, the theme park is no more. It was a really tough decision, but I decided they had to come out to allow the city to grow. But fear not, as it's still in one piece, kind of anyway. Only now it's underneath the city tables, waiting for its time to shine again, which will be very soon. Hopefully. So with removing the theme park, I've pretty much doubled the size of the city, which I really needed to do because I still had so many buildings that I needed to get in the city and literally no space. So without further ado, let's get into the city tour. Starting off in what I call the downtown area, you've got shopping with the Grand Emporium, dining with the diner, entertainment with the arcade, ice cream shop, bakery, cafe, the bank and the laundrette. All of your conveniences in one place. I really like the way you can still see the three buildings that are going horizontally at the back due to being raised up. I think they look really good on this second level and having a staircase leading up to them, and also having like an extended walkway out the front of the three buildings just adds more dynamic to the city rather than it being on one solid level. And rather having more road going here, I decided to have this outside dining area for the diner, and I also thought this little newsstand worked quite well too, just filling the space there. A few people have told me though it does seem a little bulky, but I quite like it there. Let me know what you think to it down in the comments. Do you think it's a bit too bulky for the area? To finish the area off, I added this little cycle lane that leads all the way back there to the bike rack. So jobs to do still. There's a bit of tiling at the back behind the diner to do there. And I also want to rework this little green area outside of the Grand Emporium. I'm not a fan of this moulded tree, so I'm going to replace that with a proper brick built tree. I'm just unsure of how big to go as of yet, because I don't want to obscure any views of the modulars. But yeah, that's that area pretty much complete and looking good in my opinion. Coming out of downtown and around the corner, you get this big stretch of road going along the front of the city. And this is one of the main things that I wanted in the new layout, because I haven't really had any in my previous layouts before. So I want to be able to pack it just full of cars, line the sidewalks with minifigures, trees, lampposts, other little details. So like I said, as you come around the corner and start to come up the street, you'll come across Diagon Alley hidden between these two rows of modular buildings. I really love having Diagon Alley in the city, and I love having them face each other to give this alley feel to it. I've also still got the hidden entrance, but I do want to improve it a lot. I'd really like it to open more like the film, so that's something I need to look into and see if I can work out how to do that. I've also left space at the back too, and if need be, some space to come forward, in a fond hope that maybe we get a Gringotts Bank build later this year or sometime, or even worst case scenario I'd have to do something myself, but I've left that open just for the possibility of some sort of Diagon Alley add-on, so I think that would be incredible back there. So moving further down onto the next row, this row here is more of your service area type of buildings, where we have your gas station, also have your police station down here, your fire station too, and if you're real desperate, we even got some Ghostbusters for you. Also, this is where we have the incredible Daily Bugle, literally the best set in my opinion. I absolutely love it. And obviously, because of the police stations here, you've got to have the latest modular, the boutique hotel, next to it, just so you can show off that lovely soaps and suds sign. You know, I think they go lovely together. Moving further down again, now this is where things start to get a little incomplete. So this is City Square, which I'm really pleased with. At the back we have Town Hall overlooking it all, on another one of those raised platforms. The rest of the modulars in the area are more of your entertainment buildings. At the back, next to Town Hall, we have Parisian restaurant where this waiter has fallen over. What are you doing, mate? Let's get you on your feet. There we go. We have detective's office in this area, mainly because of the pool hall. Acts kind of like a bar area type thing. Next to that we have the Palace Cinema. Across from there we have the Jazz Cafe, which is an alternative build of Assembly Square. Then next to that we usually have another alternative build, which is the Modular Pub, which is an alternative build of the corner garage, but that is currently having lights fitted to it, so it's not in the city at the minute, which is disappointing, because that's a brilliant, beautiful modular building. But that goes in that place. Hopefully I'll be back soon. I can show that off as well. So in this area I still need to finish off this back wall that covers up the wood from the raised area, similar to what was on the wall of the other raised section outside the arcade. Obviously it's got a different staircase over there, so I need to just rework that slot. Obviously put in the missing modular, but then this area should be complete like the other two sections and looking good. Now the rest of the city is definitely still a work in progress, as you can see. I'll start with the corner. I don't really have any idea for here yet. Well, I do, but it's going to be expensive, so whatever that is, it's definitely on hold for the time being until we can figure out if we're going to go ahead with it or not. So working down from the corner, it's definitely going to be more residential this side of the city, as you can see with all the townhouses, so that's definitely something to work with. It's quite an awkward area, being only 3 base plates deep. So I have the idea of having the row of modulars in the middle and having road in front of them, and then behind there I can work on some sort of skyscraper buildings like office blocks, apartments, or even maybe just some facades just for some height. That way they'll still be seen easily over the modulars, and it will just add some definition to the skyline as well. I've been working on my first design, so I've been working on that digitally for the first time. Really been enjoying that, and that's coming along nicely, so hopefully I can progress with that, and we can probably still, hopefully in future get one of our first buildings in there. So there's still a lot of tiling, lighting to fit, and just planning really for this area. I'm happy with the row of modulars there, so that's good. And then down the side we've got these 3 base plates that I need to come up with some ideas for. So really happy with the progress that's been made in the city so far, and looking forward to working on the other side to get it up to this standard as well. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button, and also consider subscribing. Really appreciate that. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.